Zoo-wee mama, how's it going everybody? I'm here today to talk about Grandmaster, who's the newest card coming to Marvel Snap, and I'm very excited for this one. I think Grandmaster is the best card coming out in January, and honestly, I think he's the best card that has come out in a long time. In fact, I think he may even be too good. So I'm going to talk about his ability, how he works. I'm going to showcase 3 different decks that I've put together that I'll be playing with Grandmaster after release, and then I'll give my final review. So Grandmaster is a 2-cost 0-powered card with the on reveal ability to move one of your other on reveal cards here to the middle location. Its ability happens again. Now his ability wording is a bit weird. Essentially, I like to add a little from. So move one of your other on reveal cards from here to the middle location where its ability happens again. Okay, I like to read it that way when I first read it, and I know some people think you have to play Grandmaster in the middle. That's not the case. It's actually you play Grandmaster on the left or the right location. He will pick an on reveal card on that same location, move it to the middle, and after it moves, its ability will happen again. Now it does have to move, so if your middle location is full, Grandmaster cannot move a card there and trigger it again. Okay, you have to have at least one space open in your middle location for Grandmaster to move a card. And he's going to be Series 5, coming out 6,000 tokens. I personally think he's worth it. I'll get more into it, but again, I'm really excited for Grandmaster. I think he's insanely powerful. I think he brings Mr. Negative level combinations without needing to play Mr. Negative. He's like a 2-cost card that can do stuff that Odin, Wong, Absorbing Man, or Arnim Zola can do. But he only costs 2, and with 0 power, he could pretty easily cost 1, and we'll get into that. But he's going to be in spotlights with Loki and Hitmonkey. So if you did pass on the season pass for Loki or Hitmonkey, this is a great time to pick them up. Variants are okay for them, but this Grandmaster variant is absolutely nuts. He's like flinging these cards. Honestly, might be one of my favorite variants already. Kind of reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though they're just like normal playing cards, I love it. But again, if you do need Loki or Hitmonkey, Loki's still very strong. Second Dinner doesn't seem to want to nerf him dramatically, just the cards he works with. And Hitmonkey is okay right now, but I think Hitmonkey gets a lot better in February. So we'll see how that goes, but it's a good time to pick either of those cards up alongside Grandmaster. Because honestly, you're going to want Grandmaster, and you're going to want to know how to play against Grandmaster, because everybody's going to be playing this card in different decks, but everybody's going to be playing this card. So first deck that I will be using Grandmaster in is a very nice Silver Surfer deck. Okay, we're going for a bit of a bigger combo Silver Surfer. Now remember that with Grandmaster, he's going to select an on reveal card on the lane you play him, whether that's the left or the right lane. So you don't want too many on reveal cards in your deck because you want it to be specific. Okay, you don't want him to have to choose and make it more of a random effect. So this Silver Surfer deck, we've got some standard stuff with Sarah. We've got Goose to control the lane. Some 3-drops that aren't on reveal, like Negasonic, Mobius, Sebastian Shaw, even Rogue. If she steals an ongoing ability, unless that ongoing card also had an on reveal, she'll no longer be on reveal. Okay, and so the goal here, so if you play Sarah on turn 5, turn 6, you can actually play Wong plus Surfer plus Grandmaster. Okay, that'll be 6 energy, because Wong would cost 3, Surfer 2, and Grandmaster 1. So you could pretty easily trigger Surfer 3 times on the final turn with this 3-card combo. And you're not going to have that combo every time. Maybe you didn't get Sarah down or something, but you can mix and match. You can do just Wong and Silver Surfer. You can just do Silver Surfer and Grandmaster. And we've got Sebastian Shaw and Brood in here, and they're just going to power up. Their power is just going to go through the roof when they're getting hit with Silver Surfer 2 or 3 times on the final turn. So Grandmaster fits great into any kind of turn 6 on reveal combo deck like this one. Next up, we've got a tempo deck, and this deck also has Sarah. Grandmaster, he works great with Sarah or Ivana. Again, he costs 2, but you can bring him down to just cost 1. Would you play a 1-cost Odin? Yeah, you would. A 1-cost Odin or a 1-cost Absorbing Man is extremely good. In fact, it's basically broken, which is where I think Grandmaster falls. Here I've got him in a tempo list, and notice I have Echo. Echo is very, very good for Grandmaster decks, because if someone wants to counter your on reveals, they might try to play Cosmo. But Grandmaster will always move the card he's triggering a second time to the middle location. So turn 1, we slap Echo down on the middle. They can never Cosmo the middle if we've got Echo sitting there since turn 1. Okay, they would have to guess where you're going to play Grandmaster on the left or the right lane to stop Grandmaster from triggering, instead of stopping the card that he reactivates. So Echo is the perfect counter to Cosmo if the Grandmaster meta takes over and people are trying to play a lot of Cosmo. But this deck is all about priority, so we've got cards like Jeff and Lizard who you can put on a good spot to keep priority, along with Mr. Fantastic and Miss Marvel. Turn 5 got 2 options. We can go with Sarah to lead into a turn 6 Alioth plus Grandmaster. You can do that on the left or the right lane to kill everything your opponent plays in on the left and the middle, okay? Or we can do turn 5 Wave plus a 2-cost card like Jeff or Lizard into turn 6 Alioth plus Grandmaster. Okay, we're gonna Alioth 2 lanes on the final turn of the game. It's absolutely bonkers. This is stuff you just can't do right now, okay? Before Grandmaster comes out, you need some Mr. Negative shenanigans to pull off like a double Alioth. I mean, you need to like Alioth into Arnim Zola. There's something extremely hard to get. You need to draw cards in a right order, you know, Mr. Negative on turn 3 or 4, and then Jane Foster. I mean, it doesn't happen much. Grandmaster makes it happen. So this isn't even that crazy of a combo, but it can happen fairly consistently. Next up, we've got a Grandmaster Cerebro 3 deck. So what's interesting here is kind of like the double Alioth combo, we can double Valkyrie, okay? We've got Ravana in here, we don't have Sarah, we're using Ravana instead. She'll make Grandmaster cost 1. She also makes Iron Man and Mystique cheaper. This is a pretty standard Cerebro deck. We do have the new Quake in here, she's very nice. And turn 6, as long as we had Ravana down, or if it was turn 7 because we played Magic, we can play Valkyrie plus Grandmaster to Valkyrie the entire left lane, and then Valkyrie the entire middle lane. Okay, and then we've got our Cerebro buffs to keep everything strong. Our Cerebro, Mystique, and Iron Man ongoing effects to just keep everything strong. So even if your opponent was playing some kind of Grandmaster huge power deck, like a combo Silver Surfer, or some Black Panther shenanigans, we can just reset all of that with Valkyrie, and that would be hilarious. So these are just 3 decks that I'll be trying. I think these ones are pretty consistent. Okay, I'm trying to slot Grandmaster into existing decks, and usually the new cards that can fit right into decks that are already out there, already strong, those cards are great. Okay, you can try and make some new crazy combo deck with Grandmaster, right? These Mr. Negative level things, do some Arnim Zola stuff. You can do that. It's going to be a bit less consistent. And honestly, Grandmaster, I don't think needs that. He can just work anywhere. So pick a deck that's already good, like this Cerebro 3, put in Grandmaster and profit. So my final thoughts on Grandmaster, and here's a close-up of his new variant that's going to be in the Spotlight Cache. Again, I absolutely love this variant. It's amazing. I think he's extremely fun. He's going to just make crazy stuff happen. Okay, Mr. Negative decks are really fun, but they're just kind of hard to play and they're inconsistent, so they're not played all the time. But it's fun playing them and getting crazy combos. Flexible, he fits everywhere. He costs 2, he will often cost 1. 1 or 2 cost Odin or Absorbing Man fits in a lot of decks, okay? He just works. If you have a deck you like, as long as it has like 2 on reveal cards that you would want to trigger again, you can put Grandmaster in there. In terms of being competitive, I think he is through the roof. I think we're about to see the Grandmaster meta. Definitely the first week, you're going to see a ton of mirror matches, so you need to get used to playing against Grandmaster. Note my Silver Surfer deck had Mobius in it, because your opponents are going to be playing Ravana and or Sarah with their Grandmaster to pull off combos, so Mobius is going to be very, very good. Also keep an eye out for your opponents playing Echo. Maybe you want in Electra or Killmonger to worry about their Echo and you can play Cosmo or something. But he's so good. I think he's broken. Honestly, I think he's OP. Again, he's so cheap for his ability. Okay, some people might try to play him in a Mr. Negative deck to flip him, but you don't need that. He costs 2. He will often cost 1. You can play him on turn of 4 or 5 if you're worried about getting leeched, or you just want to get the combo off early, or you can save him for turn 6. I mean, he's just so many options in a 2-cost package. It's absolutely ridiculous. I think it's overpowered. I think a lot of other people think he's going to be overpowered. And if he lives up anywhere close to the hype, I could definitely see him getting a bit of a nerf within like a month, but honestly, it's hard to nerf him. If Grandmaster costs 3, he would still work great in a Silver Surfer deck. He would still cost 2 with Ravana or Sarah. Even if he became a 4-0, you still get discounts from Ravana and Zabu. I mean, even if Grandmaster gets nerfed, I still think he's worth 6,000 tokens, okay? He could be a 4-0, and I would think he's pretty good, because unlike Absorbing Man, you don't need to play him immediately after. And he's just a great card. Okay, so let me know what you think of Grandmaster in the comments down below. If you do like seeing videos like this where I cover review of new cards, remember to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button for this video. And until next time, stay positive.